here for 11 years, then my company posted my exact job at $39,000 with AI proficiency required. How I went from replacement target to the AI person in my office in one weekend, and why you have less time than you think to do the same. Let me guess. Every time someone mentions AI at work, you feel that knot in your stomach. You've been at your job for 10, 15, maybe 20 years. You're reliable. You're good at what you do. You've survived downsizings before by being the person everyone depends on. But this feels different. Because this time, it's not about being dependable. It's about being AI capable. And you're terrified that you're not. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's 53. Administrative assistant for 19 years at a mid-sized Texas insurance firm. And until 3 months ago, she felt exactly the same way. The lie everyone's been telling you. Here's what nobody told Sarah, and what they're not telling you. The real problem isn't that AI is too complicated. The real problem is everyone's been lying about what learning AI actually means. Every course, every tutorial, every expert made Sarah believe she needed to understand technology to survive this. That she needed to become technical. That there were months of complicated studying ahead of her. That's the lie. And while Sarah avoided AI for 14 months because she believed that lie, someone figured out what AI proficiency actually requires in her job. It wasn't what she thought. And it wasn't what they'd been teaching. What Sarah discovered changed everything. Becoming AI capable in her manager's eyes didn't require technical skills, complicated courses, or weeks of studying. It took one weekend, Saturday and Sunday, practicing in private where no one could see her. Why this matters right now? Your company isn't waiting. They're not giving you 6 months to figure it out. They're already evaluating who's adapting and who's not. And they're making decisions based on that evaluation. Sarah's company was. And that evaluation almost cost her everything. It started when Sarah was scrolling LinkedIn at 2 a.m. Couldn't sleep. Kept thinking about the restructuring rumors at her company. She typed in her own job title, Administrative Assistant Texas. Third result, her company. Her department. Her exact responsibilities. For $39,000. Sarah makes $52,000 because she's been there 11 years. They were hiring someone with zero experience for 75% of what she costs. One new requirement at the bottom, proficiency with AI productivity tools, ChatGPT, Copilot, or equivalent. The moment everything became clear. That's when Sarah understood, she wasn't being replaced by AI. She was being replaced by someone cheaper who knows AI. Here's what Sarah learned that night, and what nobody tells you. Your job isn't at risk because of AI itself. Your job is at risk because of something I'm going to call AI capability gap syndrome, and it has nothing to do with intelligence or age. AI capability gap syndrome is believing you need to become technical or take complicated courses to survive AI at work, when what actually protects your job is demonstrating you can use AI for your daily tasks. Not understand it. Not program it. Just use it. Think about it, management doesn't want AI engineers. They want administrative assistants who can use AI to do administrative work faster. Customer service reps who can use AI to handle customer issues better. Office workers who can integrate AI into the work they're already doing. The real gap, and it's not what you think. Every AI course teaches you how AI works. They teach you about machine learning, neural networks, prompt engineering. Sarah still has no clue what that even means. They make you feel like you need to understand the technology. You don't. You need to know how to copy a template, paste it into ChatGPT, fill in brackets with your specific information, and hit enter. That's it. That's what AI proficiency actually means in your job description. The gap isn't between your capability and AI's complexity. The gap is between what you think is required, technical expertise, weeks of learning, and what's actually required, following simple instructions for 10 daily tasks. This misidentification is keeping you frozen while people half your age, with half your experience, get labeled AI capable and become more valuable than you. Sarah realized this sitting there at 2 a.m., staring at that job posting. Why this is suddenly so urgent? 3 reasons. First, performance reviews are changing. AI capability is showing up on evaluation criteria. Not as a nice to have, as a requirement. Companies are using it to identify who to keep during restructuring. Second, cheaper replacements exist. For every experienced admin making $50K plus, there's a 25-year-old willing to work for $38,000 who already uses ChatGPT daily. They're not better at the job, they're just cheaper and AI capable. Third, the timeline collapsed. This isn't eventually anymore. It's happening in Q2 2025. Right now. Companies are posting jobs, evaluating staff, and making decisions. While you're researching what course to take, they're making lists of who stays and who goes. Here's the brutal truth Sarah faced that night. Your loyalty doesn't protect you. Your 15 years of reliable service doesn't protect you. Your excellent performance reviews don't protect you. The only thing that protects you is being able to say yes, I use AI in my daily work when they ask. And they're asking. Right now. Sarah had to figure this out. Fast. Sarah is 53 years old. She's been an administrative assistant for 19 years, 11 at her current company. She's not a tech person. She's never been a tech person. She's good at organization, communication, keeping things running smoothly. That's what she was hired for. That's what she's good at. When AI started becoming a thing, Sarah ignored it. She figured, I'm good at my job. I'm loyal. They need me. This will blow over. For 14 months, she avoided every AI conversation at work. When her manager asked in team meetings who's using ChatGPT, Sarah looked at her notes and stayed quiet. When younger colleagues talked about it at lunch, she nodded along and changed the subject. She told herself, I'll learn it when I have time. I'll take a course eventually. It's not that urgent. She was wrong. The breaking point. It came on a Tuesday. Performance review day. Sarah's manager, who she'd worked for 6 years, who'd always given her excellent reviews, said, we need to talk about your development areas. The manager pulled up a form. New this year, AI integration capability. Sarah's rating, needs development. The 24-year-old starter? Exceeds. Used ChatGPT for status reports. Saved her team 2 hours/week. Same job. Same tasks. The younger woman just uses ChatGPT for emails and Excel. Sarah's manager said, the company is evaluating everyone's AI adoption. We're looking for people who can work efficiently with these new tools. I need to see improvement in the next quarter. Translation, learn AI or you're in the next round of cuts. Sarah went home that night and cried. Not because she didn't want to learn. Because she didn't know how to learn without looking stupid. The discovery that changed everything. That's when Sarah found something that changed everything. She was Googling AI for non-technical people at 11 p.m., desperate, clicking through page after page of complicated courses and overwhelming tutorials. Then she found a testimonial from someone named Linda. 52 years old. Insurance claims processor. 16 years at her company. Linda wrote, I'm not a tech person. I never have been. But the system is so simple that even I could do them. I spent Saturday afternoon going through it, and by Monday I was using them at work. My supervisor noticed and asked me to show the team. That word, templates, stopped Sarah cold. Not course. Not training. Not learn to code. Templates. She clicked. What Sarah found was 10 modules. Each one had 5 to 6 copy-paste templates for specific tasks. Email to your boss. Difficult conversations. Excel formulas. Meeting agendas. Customer responses. Each template had brackets like this where you fill in your specific information. That's it. Copy. Paste. Fill in brackets. Done. Sarah thought, I've been customizing email templates for 19 years. This is exactly the same thing. She bought it. $97. Figured worst case, she wasted $97. Best case, she saved her $52,000/year job. Here's what happened next. Sarah spent Saturday going through Module 1, Emails. She practiced with real examples from her work. By Sunday afternoon, she'd gone through all 10 modules. Monday morning, she used the templates at work. Professional email to her boss in 60 seconds instead of 15 minutes rewriting. Excel formula explanation in ChatGPT instead of Googling for 20 minutes. Tuesday, her coworker asked, "How did you write that email so fast?" Sarah said, "I've been using ChatGPT as an assistant." The coworker looked at her like she just said she learned rocket science. By Friday, 3 people had asked Sarah for AI help. One of them was her manager. Why I had to share this story? 3 months later, when I interviewed Sarah, she told me. I went from replacement target to the AI person in my office in 1 weekend. My manager now asks me to help train new hires on AI tools. I'm not scared anymore. I'm confident. And that's when I knew I had to share this story. Because if Sarah could do this, 53 years old, 19 years as an admin, terrified of technology, then anyone reading this can do it too. The same system Sarah used is available right now. Same templates. Same weekend timeline. Same results possible. Let me explain exactly what was blocking Sarah, and what's probably blocking you too. Because once you understand this, everything becomes clear. AI capability gap syndrome has 3 components. Component 1, overestimating the requirement. Sarah thought AI proficiency meant understanding machine learning, neural networks, how the technology works. She thought she needed to take a comprehensive course, study for weeks, become technical. Maybe you think the same thing. Here's the reality: AI proficiency in your job description means, can you use ChatGPT to draft an email, explain an Excel formula, or summarize a meeting? That's 90% of what they mean. Management doesn't want AI engineers. They want people who can use AI to do their existing jobs faster. Sarah was overestimating what was required by about 1000%. Component 2, underestimating your capability. Sarah thought she was not technical enough or too old or not smart enough to learn AI. Maybe you think the same thing about yourself. Here's the reality: you've been following instructions successfully for 10+ years. That's literally all this requires. If you can customize an email template, which you've done thousands of times, you can use AI templates. The skill gap doesn't exist. The perception gap does. Sarah had been customizing email templates for 19 years. She already had the exact skill needed. Component 3, misidentifying the timeline. Sarah thought, I'll learn this eventually. I'll take a course next quarter. I have time to figure this out. Then she saw her job posted online. Here's the reality: companies are evaluating and making decisions right now. Performance reviews. Restructuring plans. Budget cuts. They're not waiting for you to get around to it. While you're researching what course to take, they're posting your job at a lower salary with AI proficiency required. Why this syndrome is so dangerous? While Sarah was stuck in this syndrome, thinking she needed to understand AI, doubting her capability, waiting for the right time to learn, younger, less experienced people were just using it. They weren't smarter. They weren't more technical. They didn't take courses. They just started copying templates and using ChatGPT for daily tasks. And management saw them as AI capable and Sarah as resistant to change. The truth? Sarah wasn't resistant to change. She was just being cautious about protecting her professional reputation. She didn't want to look foolish trying. You probably feel the same way. But here's what Sarah realized that night at 2 a.m., staring at that job posting. That caution had become a bigger risk than the risk of looking foolish. Because while she was protecting her reputation by not trying, they were planning to replace her with someone who did try. Sarah had to break out of this syndrome. Fast. And what she discovered is probably the opposite of what you'd expect. So why hadn't Sarah figured this out already? If becoming AI capable was really this important, why was she still stuck after 14 months? And more importantly, why are you still stuck? It's not your fault. Let me show you why everything Sarah looked at failed, and why everything you've looked at probably failed too. Why $500 courses leave you more confused. What they teach, how AI works. The history of computers. Technical concepts. 100 different ways to use AI. Why it doesn't help. You don't need to know how AI works. You need to know how to write an email to your boss in 60 seconds instead of 15 minutes. Sarah looked at 3 different courses. All of them promised complete AI mastery. After reading the course descriptions, 20+ hours of content, modules on machine learning, neural networks, prompt engineering, she felt exhausted before even starting. And even if she took the course, after 20 hours, she still couldn't do the one thing she needed Monday morning, write that email. She'd be overwhelmed with information she'd never use. Why YouTube makes it worse, not better. What they show, random tips. Creative writing tricks. Coding examples. Marketing strategies. Why it doesn't help, none of it maps to your job. You watch 10 videos and still don't know how to respond to an angry customer or explain an Excel formula. Sarah watched videos for 3 hours one Saturday. 10 amazing ChatGPT tricks. None for administrative work. Write better content with AI. She doesn't write content. Code faster with ChatGPT. She doesn't code. She ended up more confused than when she started. Why just try it? Advice fails every time. What they say, it's easy. Just open ChatGPT and start using it. Why it doesn't help, you open ChatGPT. You stare at the empty box. You type something. You get a weird answer that sounds like a robot. You close the tab thinking this isn't for me. Sarah tried this. Twice. First time, she typed "help me write an email." ChatGPT asked for more details. She didn't know what details to give. She closed the tab. Second time, she typed "write a professional email to my boss." It gave her something that sounded like a robot wrote it. She closed the tab again. Without knowing what to type, you're just guessing. And guessing makes you feel stupid. Here's what you actually need. All 3 approaches assume you already know what to ask AI. But if you knew what to ask, you wouldn't need help in the first place. That's the gap. That's why Sarah was stuck for 14 months. That's why you're stuck right now. You need someone to just give you the exact words to type. Not teach you theory. not show you random examples. Just copy this. Paste it here. Fill in your information. Done. Like following a recipe instead of learning to be a chef. That's exactly what Sarah found. And when she saw it, everything clicked. What Sarah discovered that Saturday was so simple she almost didn't believe it would work. But it did. And here's why. What AI capable actually means at your job. Becoming AI capable at work doesn't mean understanding AI. It means being able to do 3 things. Write professional emails faster. Work with Excel and data faster. Handle meetings and documents faster. That's it. That's what your manager means by AI capable. Not understands machine learning. Not knows how to code. Not took a certification course. Just uses AI to get daily work done faster. You already have the skill you need. So what do you actually need to become that person? You need the exact words to type into ChatGPT for the 10 things you do most often. Request to your boss. Here's what to type. Difficult conversation? Here's what to type. Excel formula explanation? Here's what to type. You don't figure it out. You don't guess. You don't learn prompting. You copy the exact text. You paste it. You fill in your information in the blanks. You hit enter. Done. This works because you've already been doing this for years. You've been customizing email templates your entire career, right? Dear name, thank you for thing. I'm writing to purpose. You fill in the blanks. You send it. It sounds professional. This is exactly the same thing. Except instead of email templates, it's AI templates. You are a business communication expert. Write an email with these details: recipient, name, my request, what you need, context, important background. Fill in the blanks. Hit enter. Done. You're not learning something new. You're using a skill you already have. Sarah realized this immediately. She'd been customizing email templates for 19 years. This was the exact same process. Copy template. Fill in brackets. Send. The only difference: instead of sending to a person, you're sending to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT sends you back a professional version in 10 seconds. It's instructions, not technology. The breakthrough isn't learning AI. The breakthrough is realizing you already know how to follow instructions. That's all this is. Instructions. Not theory. Not complicated concepts. Not understanding technology. Just, for this task, copy this. For that task, copy that. Match your task. Copy the right template. Fill in your details. Use it. That's how people are becoming AI capable while you're still researching courses. They're not smarter. They're not more technical. They just have the system. Sarah had the templates by Sunday afternoon. By Monday morning, she was using them at work. By Friday, people were asking her for help. And now, you can have the same templates Sarah used. Let me show you exactly what's inside. What Sarah found is called the AI Office Survival System. And it's designed for one specific person: office workers who are terrified of being replaced by AI but have zero interest in becoming technical. Not for tech enthusiasts. Not for people who already use AI daily. Not for anyone who wants to understand machine learning. For administrative assistants, customer service reps, HR admins, accounting clerks, office managers, people who've been at their jobs for 5 to 20 years doing reliable work, and now need to prove they're AI capable to keep their jobs. People exactly like Sarah. Why this isn't another AI course? This isn't an AI course. It's a survival kit. Courses teach you everything about AI. This teaches you the specific things that protect your job. Courses take weeks. This takes one weekend. Courses make you feel overwhelmed. This makes you feel capable. What's inside the system? 10 comprehensive modules, 50 plus copy-paste templates covering every daily office task. Foolproof template format, bracketed placeholders, same as email templates you've used for years. Weekend completion timeline, most people finish Saturday-Sunday, 3 to 5 hours total. Private practice method, try everything at home before using at work, no public learning. Certificate of completion, official document showing you completed all 10 modules of the AI Office Survival System training. 60-day guarantee, full refund if you genuinely can't follow the instructions. What happened when Sarah used this? Monday morning, she used templates at work. Email to her boss in 60 seconds. Excel formula explained in 2 minutes. She felt competent, not confused. Tuesday, her coworker asked, "How are you doing that so fast?" Sarah casually mentioned ChatGPT. The coworker thought she'd been using it for months. End of week 1, 3 people asked Sarah for AI help. She was suddenly seen as the person who knows AI. Performance review, her manager asked about AI capability. Sarah said, "Yes, I use ChatGPT daily for emails, reports, and data analysis." Check the box. Move on. Restructuring discussion, Sarah's name was on the protected list because she demonstrated AI integration. Her job was safe. Her income was secure. That's not theoretical. That's what happened to Sarah. That's what happened to the 500 plus other office workers who've used these same templates. And it can start for you this weekend. The same system Sarah used, the same templates, the same weekend timeline, the same results, is available right now. Let me show you exactly how much it costs. Let's talk about what this is actually worth to you. Not theoretical value. Real value. In dollars. Because that's what's at stake here. What you stand to lose. What do you make per year? $45,000. $52,000. $60,000. That's what you stand to lose if you're in the next round of cuts. But let's be conservative. Let's say you only lose 6 months of income while finding a new job that pays less because you still don't have AI proficiency on your resume. That's $22,500 to $30,000 in lost income. Real value of preventing that, $25,000. Time savings. The templates save you 30 to 60 minutes per day on emails, Excel, reports. Let's say 45 minutes average. That's 3.75 hours per week. 195 hours per year. At your current hourly rate, $25.30/hour, that's $4,875 to $5,850 in time savings annually. Real value, $5,000/year. Career protection. How much is job security worth? How much would you pay to not have the anxiety of, am I going to be replaced? How much is it worth to be seen as valuable instead of vulnerable? To be the person others come to for help instead of the person avoiding conversations. Impossible to put a dollar figure on this. But if we're being honest, this is the most valuable part. Real value, priceless. Avoided course costs. Traditional AI courses, $200-500 bootcamps, $1,000. $1,000-3,000 university certificates, $5,000 plus. None of them give you job-specific templates. All of them take weeks or months. You're avoiding spending hundreds or thousands on courses that won't help you Monday morning. Real value, $500 to $3,000 saved. Total real value. Job protection, $25,000 time savings, $5,000/year career security, priceless avoided courses, $500 to $3,000. Minimum total, $30,000 plus. What this actually costs. So what does the AI Office Survival System cost? When Sarah bought it, she paid $97. It's not $5,000 like a university certificate. It's not $1,000 like a boot camp. It's not even $500. Right now, you can get the same system Sarah used for just $37. That's not a typo. $37. One-time payment. Immediate access. All 10 modules. All 50 plus templates. Certification included. The exact same system that took Sarah from replacement target to the AI person in her office in one weekend. $37 to protect a $45,000-$60,000/year income. $37 to go from replacement target to AI capable. $37 to look competent on Monday instead of terrified. The real question you should be asking. I know what you might be thinking. Is it really worth $37? Let me reframe that question. Is your job worth $37 to protect? Is avoiding a $13,000 pay cut worth $37? Is stopping the 2 a.m. anxiety about being replaced worth $37? Here's another way to think about it. If your company posted your job at a lower salary with AI proficiency required tomorrow, how much would you pay to be the one who already has that requirement covered? $29. $97. $500. More. The real question isn't is this worth $37? The real question is, can I afford to be the person who doesn't adapt while everyone else is? Your 3 options, and what each one costs. Traditional AI course, $299, takes 40 hours, teaches you 100 things you'll never use. YouTube self-teaching, free but scattered, takes weeks of confusion, no structure for your job. The AI Office Survival System, $37, takes 1 weekend, teaches you 10 things you'll use Monday morning. You're not paying for information. You're paying for the exact right information organized exactly for your job with 0 wasted time. The weekend test. Could you figure this out yourself by watching YouTube for a weekend? Maybe. If you knew which videos were relevant. If you could filter out the noise. If you had the templates already. But you don't. And while you're figuring it out, your performance review is happening. Your position is being evaluated. Decisions are being made. $37 is the cost of certainty. Of having the right templates right now. Of not gambling with your income. Sarah paid $97 and thought it was the best investment she'd made in her career. You're getting the exact same system for $37. You don't even have to decide today. And here's the thing, you don't even have to decide today. 60-day money-back guarantee. Try the templates. Go through all 10 modules. Use them at work for 60 days. If you genuinely can't follow the instructions, if it's actually too complicated or doesn't work for your job, email support. Full refund. No questions asked. No hoops to jump through. You keep the certificate of completion. You keep everything you learned. You just get your $37 back. But here's what's actually going to happen. You'll spend Saturday going through the modules. You'll practice with real examples. By Sunday, you'll think this is actually easier than I expected. Monday, you'll use them at work. By Tuesday, Someone will ask, how did you do that so fast? By week 2, you'll be the person others ask for help. And the thought of asking for a refund will seem absurd. That's what happened to Sarah. That's what happened to 94% of the people who've used these templates. Not because they're smarter than you. Because the templates actually work. $37. One weekend. Everything changes. Click the button below to get instant access to the same system Sarah used. Secure your copy of the AI Office Survival System now for only $37. Lock 256-bit SSL Secure Checkout Shield 60-day money-back guarantee. One-time payment, instant digital access. You are backed by our 100% money-back guarantee. Your investment today is covered by a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If you change your mind for any reason over the next 2 months, just email our friendly team for a full refund without questions asked. But before you click that button, there's something important you need to know. Sarah made her decision on that Saturday night in November. $97. One weekend. Everything changed. Now you're at the same decision point she was. Not should I learn AI eventually. You've already decided you need to. The decision is, do you do it this weekend, or do you keep waiting? 2 paths from here. Path 1, you keep waiting. You tell yourself you'll figure it out later. You'll research more courses. You'll wait for the right time. Meanwhile, your manager asks who's using AI, in the next team meeting. You stay quiet again. Everyone notices. Performance reviews happen. You get needs development. The 26-year-old exceeds expectations. Restructuring discussions start. Your name is in the evaluate column. Someone younger and cheaper is in the protected column. 6 months from now, your job is posted online at $13,000 less with AI proficiency required. You apply elsewhere. They all want AI proficiency. You don't have it. You settle for less money, less security, less respect. Or worse, you learn AI eventually, but the damage is done. You've been labeled resistant to change. Moving forward is harder. Path 2, you do this weekend. You get the same templates Sarah used. Download immediately. Saturday, you complete 5 modules practicing with real-work examples. You think this is simpler than I expected? Sunday, you finish the remaining 5 modules. Total time, 4 hours. You feel ready. Monday, you use the templates at work. Email to your boss in 60 seconds instead of 15 minutes. Done. Perfect. Tuesday, your coworker asks, how did you do that so fast? You mention ChatGPT. She's impressed. I need to learn that. Week 2, 3 people ask you for AI help. You've become the person who knows AI in your office. Next performance review, how's your AI capability? You say, I use ChatGPT daily for emails, data analysis, and reports. Check. Move on. No concerns. Restructuring discussion, your name is on the valuable list. Your job is protected. Your income is secure. 6 months from now, you're helping train new hires on AI integration. You're seen as ahead of the curve. You feel confident, not anxious. The brutal truth you already know. These are the 2 paths. One leads to anxiety, vulnerability, and income risk. The other leads to security, respect, and confidence. The only difference between them is whether you spend this weekend going through 10 modules. Here's the brutal truth you already know. Your company isn't waiting for you. They're moving forward with or without you. Your competitors for employment, the 28-year-olds who'll work for less, aren't waiting. They're already using AI. Your manager's evaluation of your value isn't waiting. It's happening in real time based on who's adapting and who's not. You can't pause the clock. You can't ask for more time. You can only decide, do I adapt now, or do I keep hoping this blows over? It's not blowing over. The question isn't, will AI replace office workers? The question is, will AI-capable office workers replace non-AI-capable office workers? And the answer is, it's already happening. What to do right now? So here's what you do right now. Step 1, click the button below. Step 2, enter your payment information, credit card, PayPal, or Apple Pay. Step 3, get immediate access, PDF download, available instantly. Step 4, spend this weekend going through the modules. Step 5, use the templates at work Monday with confidence. Step 6, watch people start asking you for help instead of the other way around. Most people go through everything Saturday or Sunday. By Monday, they're using it at work. Total investment, $37 plus 1 weekend of your time. Total protection, your job, your income, your confidence. 60-day guarantee, if you try it and genuinely can't do it, you can, full refund. This is how simple it actually is. After you click, you'll be taken to a secure checkout page. Enter your information. You'll receive immediate access, download link sent to your email. Open the PDF. Start Module 1. That's it. That's how simple this is. Your anxiety ends this weekend. You've been worried about this for months. Maybe a year. You've watched younger colleagues pick up AI while you stayed frozen. You've avoided conversations. You've felt that knot in your stomach. You've wondered, am I going to lose my job over this? That ends this weekend. This weekend, you become the person who's AI capable. This weekend, you go from anxious to confident. This weekend, you protect the job you've worked 10 to 20 years to build. $37. 1 weekend. Sarah paid $97 for the system and it changed her career. You're getting the exact same templates for $37. Click the button. Download the templates. Start Module 1. Your Monday morning self will thank you. 60-day guarantee, full refund if you genuinely can't follow the instructions. Simple and quick, designed for non-technical office workers. Weekend completion timeline, most people finish Saturday, Sunday, 3 to 5 hours total. Certificate of completion, official document showing you completed all 10 modules of the AI Office Survival System training. Protect your $50K/year job now. Secure your copy of the AI Office Survival System now for $37. Lock 256-bit SSL secure checkout shield 60-day money-back guarantee. One-time payment instant digital access. You are backed by our 100% money-back guarantee. Your investment today is covered by a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If you change your mind for any reason over the next 2 months, just email our friendly team for a full refund without questions asked. Earnings and results disclaimer. The case studies, examples, and testimonials presented, including Sarah and other named examples, are hypothetical and represent potential typical outcomes based on our target market research. They are not actual customer experiences. Your results may vary depending on your effort, work experience, and various other factors. We do not guarantee that you will achieve the same or similar results. This product is for educational and informational purposes only. It provides templates and training materials designed to help you use AI tools in office work. Completion of this training does not guarantee employment, promotion, or job protection. ClickBank is the retailer of products on this site. ClickBank Registered is a registered trademark of ClickSales Incorporated, a Delaware corporation located at 1444 South Entertainment Avenue Suite 410 Boise, Idaho, 83709 USA and used by permission. ClickBank's role as retailer does not constitute an endorsement, approval, or review of these products or any claim, statement or opinion used in promotion of these products. For product support, please contact us here. For order support, please contact ClickBank here. Privacy policy terms and conditions. Copyright 2026, AIOfficeSurvivalSystem.com.